Welcome to another episode from Zach Miglin Collectibles, where we rip everything sports cards and, as you can see, notable collectibles. Today, we have an exciting new unveiling. For the very first time in this channel, we are going to rip and review Star Wars Galaxy The Hobby Box. Let's find out if the Force is with this product. Hello, YouTube. Thank you for joining us here once again. Star Wars fans unite. Finally, and I say finally, we are finally going to be ripping Star Wars Galaxy The Hobby Box. I say finally because, as you may have seen on our other videos, it's been sitting here in the corner, quietly waiting for its return. So finally today, we are going to rip and review this hobby box of Star Wars Galaxy. We can't let this year end without finally reviewing this hobby box. So as you can see, we have one hobby box. We're going to rip and review this on the same day that Star Wars Hyperspace is released. And we're still waiting for our box to arrive of that one. But for this box, we bought this from Fanatics, and we got this for $240. So finally today, we break the seal. And let's get to it. Now, I'm really excited because the design on these cards, based on videos that I've seen, is awesome, okay? So we will see just that. That's what we're hoping to get, some nice art on this product. Let's get to it. So I did mention I paid $240. And this guy's been patiently awaiting our unveiling. All right, here we go. Star Wars fans, we may take some time to appreciate these cards, so bear with us. So we get four chrome parallels that are guaranteed in the box. So we see that much. What else did we miss here? 18 packs, so quite a few packs, but only 4 cards per pack. All right, so we've waited long enough. Now let's get to ripping. All right, here we go. Pack number 1. Can we find sketch cards and autos in this? I've seen some pulled. Nothing guaranteed, of course. And for $240, that's a lot to ask with no guaranteed auto. So here we go. Here is the art. All right, there you go. Ooh, there is my guy. If you've seen any of our videos, I have 2 guys that I like to collect, or I should say was a big fan of as a child, and I definitely had their figures, and this was one of them. One Boba Fett, okay? Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Anakin with, what's her name? Osaka, no, not Osaka, Rosaka, okay? No, Asaka, is that right? Yeah, Ahsoka. See, I knew something was wrong. Okay, look at this card. Look at this card on the animated series, right? Obi-Wan and Anakin, or Anakin's chokehold. Look at that. That is a cool-looking card. Wow. I'm going to sleeve this up. It's got some thickness to it, too, if you see that. All right, there you go. I'm going to sleeve that up. After botching Ahsoka's name. All right, here we go. Cool-looking card. All right, on to the next one. That's just pack number 1. We got our guy Boba Fett as well. All right, we'll try and speed this up a little bit. I know we're taking too much time admiring things and botching names, but look at that. I mean, damn. Look at the design on this card. Geez, this is the opening scene, right, from Star Wars? Wow, damn. The dark entrance. I don't know if it's anything. It's just a cool looking card. Now, we're cooking here because I think in Marvel Studios, I was asking what cards are worthy of grading. And sometimes we don't just grade cards because we want to increase the value. We just have some nice cards that we want to put them in a slab. Look at this card, right? I don't want to botch her name again, but look at that. Damn, that's another cool looking card. Look at this card, right? Look at that. Luke. Man, is this even anything special? Man, damn, I'm speechless with some of the art on these cards. I can't even tell what's a refractor and what's not. They're just so cool looking, right? Wow. Okay, look at this one. Look at this one, right? That's like on the planet Hoth, right? Man. I'm going to need something to determine. Oh, this is a refractor. Okay, man. Look at that. I'm just going to put these up for display. Look at that. Cool cards. They're so cool, honestly, I can't even tell what's special and what's not. Because they all look special to me. Look at that. Was this other one a refractor? No. See, the other one was, that's our first refractor. Man. All right. Moving right along. Here we go. Look at that. Get a numbered. Once again. There's another cool looking card. All right. That is going to be the theme. Look at the art on these cards. Wow. Ooh, look at that one. Wow, man. All right, look at this one right here. Wow, okay. Cool cards all the way through. Wondering if these have any value, these base cards, because they're definitely nice cards. So $240, what did we pay similar to this? I think Marvel, right? Marvel Chrome Studios Hobby Box was a similar price as well. Wow, look at that. Look at that card right there. Man. Wow. Just the art. I'm speechless on the art. Look at that one right there. Man, and that's not considered anything. Oh, look at this Darth Maul. Look at that. We are cooking with this card. And it is a refractor. Man. I wanted Darth Maul. He was going to be the next Darth Vader, even though he's in the prequel, right? But he just didn't get a chance to develop. They killed him off too early, at least in the, the original movies, right? Maybe in those other movies that they had, that the animated ones, but the original one, or the prequel, he got killed off right then and there. So look at that. Look at those cards, man. Wow. Ooh, look at that. Look at just the art. Man. I don't know. There hasn't been a box opening that's caused me just to be in such amazement. Look at that. Is that a ray wave? Man, look at, wow. Yeah, oh, shoot, that's why. Freak, it's numbered. Look at that. See that? Out of 175. Man. Oh, this guy, they make him look like, doesn't he look like Sean Connery right there? Okay. Wow. Man, a numbered card. 175. Bang. Look at that. Looks like we're getting a lot of wow and bang. I mean, because look at the art on this card. Wow. Refractor. Okay. We are cooking. These are some sweet cards. Wow. These should just not be on pieces of cardboard, right? They should be on canvases. These are really nice looking. All right, guys, I know I've slowed down this train with a lot of wow and ahs and oohs, but I am genuinely speechless with these cards. These are probably the best cards that I've seen. I've never opened up this product before. And, wow, I'm glad I did. Look at that. Look at that. See, we got a lot of her cards. I just mispronounce her all the time. As you can see, I don't think I didn't see all of the acolytes. So, wow, look at that. Look at this. It's almost like a sketch card look, right? It's not a sketch card, but it looks like it. Man, oh. There it is. There's that scene, right? Where Darth Maul, the one we were talking about. Man, wow. These are clean cards right there. Okay. We haven't even got through half of them, and you have a wow, ooh, and ah kind of counter on here. Probably said close to 100 times now. There we go. Animated. Nice. Very nice. Look at that. You know, Darth Vader is my guy, right? And here we go. Here's that card. I know what you call this design, but we've got a few of these already. Wow. Oh, it's numbered. Man, damn, I just missed it again. This one is numbered. See? On the top. What is this out of 125? Damn, I think these might be numbered. I have to go back because I missed a few of these. Wow. This box is loaded. I don't know if this is a standard, to be honest with you. I haven't really watched any full videos, but wow. Look at this card. Oh, man. Oh, I don't mess that up. Look at this card. C-3PO in action. On a refractor. Bang. Did they say 4 refractors? I think I've gotten more than that. Man. Add man to the count. Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm going to have enough stands. Okay, here. I got to check something real quick. Because, see, this Luke one here. All right, I thought this is a nice one, right? And it's nothing special. So, yeah, this one is not a numbered card because I am prone to missing the numbers on these cards, okay? Wow, look at that. See all that? Man. Okay, continuing on. There is no product like this out there, guys. I'm ashamed that I didn't open this up sooner because, as you may know, this dropped. I want to say I got this close to the release day of NBA TOPPS Chrome basketball. There we go. Look at that. Bang. This one is the non-refractor. So this one over here is the refractor. The cards look so clean, you can't even tell the difference. Right? And here we go. Look at this. Look at this card. This is like a ray wave. Right? Is that Luke and Obi-Wan? Man. And it's numbered again. Wow. Number galore. 250. Bang. Wow. What a way to end this year with Star Wars. I don't think hyperspace can be this good. Man. All right. And to finish off, it looks like we have another refractor. Luke and Darth Vader. Bang, another refractor. There's more. They say 4 refractors. We've hit more than 4, I'll tell you that much. You know, the only thing that we are missing, we're missing an auto. It's game over if we are to get an auto. Okay, but of course, probably if you get an auto, it's going to be of the artist, not of any of these actors. But, man, we'll take that. These cards are so cool. Okay, there's that same card, the one that we got in the refractor just on that last pack. All right, here's the part of the Anakin Padme kind of deal that not too many of us Star Wars fans were keen on. Okay, here's that same card, the non-refractor version that we first pulled on that first pack. And another cool card. I guess it's from the animated. Look how cool that is. It is not a refractor. It's just a cool looking card. All right, man. All right, that is just side number 1. Okay, that's half of our rip that we've gone through, and it's been nice. Okay, here we go. On to the next one. Curious to see what awaits us. Hopefully it's not all downhill from here. Look at that. There's the Ewoks and one C-3PO and R2-D2. Okay, here we go. Is this Anakin and Obi-Wan right in that volcano planet? Oh, here's another cool looking card. Look at that. I think this is from the animated series. Is this numbered? No. Look, it's just a cool looking card. And is that our guy, Boba Fett, in a refractor? It is. Bang. So you know we called it. We're just missing a Darth Vader solo. And now we've got it. You know, then we'll have gotten him. All right? Because, you know, I told you we got the Darth Vader. Could have been the better villain. I mean, the next best villain after Darth Vader, Darth Maul. But, man. So we will definitely do a recap because I don't even have all the stands out here where I can display and do this set justice, okay? Here we go. Look at the art. Ooh, Grogu. All right, Baby Yoda, a.k.a. Grogu. Nothing special about that, but... Okay, look at this. Look at this. Sort of Rise of the Resistance kind of deal. And who's this? BB-8 on a blue? Is this like numbered? No. Look, there's nothing special about this card. But you can't look at this card and tell me nothing special about it. Look how clean that card looks like. Man. Wow. Okay. On to the next one. So, I'm speechless. That's rare. Okay. All right, here we go. Ooh, what is that? Ooh. Another cool art card. We have this one. Look at the colors on this card here. Wow. Wow. Is this on Tatooine? Man. Okay, look at this one right here. Is that supposed to be Leia? Wow. Oh, here we go. Familiar card we got earlier. This most likely is a refractor again. See, here we go. Right there. Refractor, non-refractor. So, once again, we've been deceived. We were told we were going to get 4 refractors, and we've definitely gotten way more than 4 refractors. We've gotten more than 4 refractors. We've gotten 3 numbered cards, and we're not even done yet. Wow. Either this box is loaded or TOPPS is delivering with this product. We don't say that every day. All right, here we go. Another cool looking card. Man. All right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Is that the Mandalorian? Bang. Ooh, and look who's chilling right here. Look who's chilling. Darth Maul. Well, he's not Darth Maul. It's the usurper. But look at that. Man, nothing special supposedly about this card? Wow. Okay. We've got 5 packs to go. So before I get so distracted, we do have a giveaway to announce. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this rip as much as I am. Now, to qualify for our giveaway, you need to be subscribed to the channel. And that could be easily resolved by hitting that subscribe button. So Star Wars fans, unite. Help a guy out right here by hitting that subscribe button. You can go ahead and hit the notification bell as well. Like this video. Watch this video to the end, which we're almost at. Share this video with others and comment. So one of the comments, we're going to ask some questions to make sure that you've watched this video into its entirety. And is this a special one? Oh, geez, look at that. It is numbered. Man, I'm not a fan of this love scene. Okay, I take that back. Okay, I said that some horrible things, but you turn it around and it is, am I right, out of 25? So suddenly I'm a fan. Okay, here we go. Wow. Out of 25. Anakin and Padme. The new star couple, okay? Wow, we got to look for something here. Do we have any stands here? Where are all the other stands? Wow, okay. Out of 25. And don't tell me that this is a refractor. Look at this cool scene of one Han Solo kicking back with Greedo. It's a refractor. Did you know that's Greedo? All right. I had Greedo's card as a child, okay? I mean, not card, his figure. So if you're old school Star Wars fans and you collected the Kenner Star Wars figures, you may, let me know if you had one of these. Did you have one of those? Well, of course, you had the little figures, but did you have the Darth Vader case to keep all the figures in? So let's see if you go that far back in terms of being a Star Wars fan, all right? Was it Kenner, Mattel? They're the ones that manufactured those toys. Excuse me, I'm getting choked up. All right, here we go. Another cool looking card. Wow. Look at that. Look at the art on that. Wow. Okay, this card right here. This is the design of the box. It may not be anything special. I haven't even looked, but it's special to me, so I'm going to sleeve this up, okay? This is like me sleeving up a base Otani. And let's confirm it is. Yeah, it's just a base, but look at that. Okay, and then like a hero's welcome right there, right? Star Wars A New Hope. And it is nothing special, even though it looks nice. So we were getting back to our giveaway. So we're giving a few things away for sports and non-sports, okay? So these are some of the sports products. All right. This is a non-sports product. This is a sports product, and this is a sports product. We also have a mystery tin that we're going to give away. And in that mystery tin, basically it's a small little tin, a little holiday tin that cards came in, and we're going to fill it up with some packs and some favorite players or favorite collectible cards. For example, if you win that and you're here for the Star Wars, I'll give away some Star Wars cards. Not necessarily these per se, but some form of Star Wars cards. If you've been watching because of the Marvel, same thing goes. All right, you make the request and I'll fill it up with Marvel cards. But of course, if you're into sports and you win it, then you fill it up with either your favorite player or your favorite team. You just tell me when you do claim your prize. All right. So we're going to ask 2 questions to qualify you in addition to liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. Question number 1 simply is going to be, which do you think was the best card? Okay. So we don't have to look it on value, the lowest numbered card, just maybe the coolest looking card. All right. That is question number 1. Stay tuned for question number 2. All right. So that is question number 1, and then stay tuned for question number 2. All right. Here we go. This is a bad opening on that one. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. With the Ewoks R2-D2. All right, man. And look at the nice design there. We are going to get some animated cards here. Ooh, Kylo Ren. Not a refractor, but nice card. Wow. Okay. On to this. Last 2 packs. So we're going to ask that last question. I asked this for Marvel. Okay? So if money was no object, okay, big or small, what would be the one piece of memorabilia, okay, from Star Wars that you would like to have? All right. So for example, it could be, the lightsaber of one Darth Vader. That's an easy one. All right. So the more obscure, the better. Okay. So in addition to what you think the best card is, let me know what one piece of memorabilia that you would love to have from Star Wars, big or small, from the animated or non-animated series, let me know in the comments section. It could be also from the other Star Wars products. But the thing I'm liking about this is going back. A lot of the cards here are going back to the old school, right? The original trilogy cards, which you don't find too often in the TOPPS Chrome Star Wars and other Star Wars products. So that's the cool thing. I mean, we're getting some of the updated ones too, but you could see we got a lot of prequel and we got a lot of original Star Wars original cards as well. Look at that. Look at that one right there. Oh, we got this. We saw this earlier, but still. Look at that. Now we're getting the Kylo Ren. Look, what? Third time. Refractor. Bam. Okay. We got the base. We got the number to 25. And this is after I hammered this scene, okay? And look at that. Let's see that. That's the refractor. And then this one is the numbered one. And you could see it's orange to 25. Bang. Looky there. Man. Wow. We're going to definitely do a recap. Okay. All right. Last pack. Can we get a little bit of magic here? Can we get an auto? Would you like some of these base cards just on the art? Let me know as well. If so and you win, choose getting some of these cards or some Star Wars cards in return. That's another thing too. I've yet to look and see what these go for. Maybe these base cards go for a nice little value as well. I wouldn't blame anyone for wanting them. All right, here we go. Last pack magic, possibly. We got that. Ooh, we got this scene right here. Bringing it back. All right, separate at birth. And finally, nothing special about that. There you go. Wannabe looking sketch looking cards, but none. All right, so let's do a recap. All right. So here are some that we just thought they were awesome looking. All right. They weren't numbered or anything. We just thought they were really awesome, that they needed to be sleeved up. Now, aside from these guys here, as mentioned, this was a 25 right here. This one's a 25. This one is a refractor. And this one was just the cover, and we just thought it was cool. So it's nothing special. This is a refractor right here. Another refractor, a refractor. This one right here is a ray wave, but it's numbered to 250. Bang, look at that. Refractor and a refractor. Okay, so in terms of number, this one was numbered to 250. We mentioned the Anakin was to 25. And this one is to 125. Wow. There you have it. Our first unveiling of TOPPS Chrome. Is this even called TOPPS Chrome? This is just called TOPPS Star Wars Galaxy. The chrome finish is automatic, okay? No need to mention it. We were speechless through most of this video. We were choked up during parts of this video as well. We thank you for joining us. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. It was a real fun rip. Sorry this took longer than normal, but hopefully you can understand what the beauty of these cards. We just needed some extra time to appreciate everything. So I appreciate all of you. If I don't get a chance to say this or you don't hear it from me in another video before the end of the year, Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you all for your support. You made 2025 a memorable and historic one for Zach Maglin Collectibles. Here's to more ripping in 2026. Thank you for all of your support. Take care and see you on the other side.